Make America Cool Again. Now, I don't want to seem misleading by the title. You can't make anybody be cool, right? I guess we can only start with ourselves. Oh, sweet! I gotta see this. I did not know you can ride here, and I have a dirt bike that's just itching to get some wheelies in. Just kidding. That's so good to see. This is like right in my backyard. Okay, so I'm watching Stephen Gardner the other day, and he put stimulus in his title, so I want to know, oh, are we getting another stimulus? But people, we don't need more stimulus. We're gonna be fine. They just want another reason to spend more money. Oh, hear him. So like, what I watch these guys because they give me a different insight, and I try to make sure I'm not in an echo chamber. But I do hear some little bits that are pretty cool. That these guys, there's just extra ears and eyes on the media. So we have, oh my gosh, that looks insane. Stephen Gardner pointed out that Biden sends money to presidents across the border to fix their border crisis, and Trump stopped sending money to the presidents until they fixed the border crisis. So also at Trader University, he pointed out that politicians sent millions to Japan to study the sexual behaviors of quails after ingesting cocaine. So my point is, if you want to keep your money out of the hands of the government and their wasteful spending, you want to help people, great. You're better off being an activist and sending your money directly, or helping out as directly as you can. Otherwise, government's just going to take your money and spend it however they want. Ugh, I don't know what kind of bugs I got on me, but alright, so okay, we all know wasteful spending is a problem. So when it boils down to me and people that I work with, what do I tell them? You know, you got to pay your taxes. You can't avoid that. But in order to change where your tax money goes, we can vote, and we can put in people who follow our beliefs and who don't follow wasteful spending, according to you, right? So what else can we do? Well, Bitcoin has been, so far, the only thing that I can see of how to absolutely keep your money from the government. You can borrow against it, but what the people don't understand at my work, they come to me with their shit coins, especially Dogecoin. What can you learn about a coin in 140 characters off of Twitter? I mean, come on. So they're like, oh, I'm going to get rich off of, I bought like 200 Dogecoin. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, it was $10. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fun. You can just throw your money away. But why pump your money into 10 people's pockets and then hope it goes up? But I just say, hey, don't put your life savings in there, and look at like stock markets in Venezuela. Look at the economy, for God's sake. So I listen to Real Vision Finance, Bitcoin Magazine. Those are podcasts that have the whole economics of everything behind them. I mean, they have speakers, economists, and the list goes on and on and on. But it's not just about Bitcoin. And I see that with people at work. I see how they feel exactly like I do. It's not just about which crypto is cool and the government's destroying the dollar and they're printing more money. We know that's a problem. But what the do we do about it? Oh my God. So like, it gets very frustrating, and you can tune into YouTube and find channels on Bitcoin, on economics, on making fun of politicians, and you can find the left, the right, whatever you want. But at some point, you have to take some action. And if you get wrecked financially, you can't do anything about it, which really, really sucks. So I'm telling you, be cool. And I sound way old when I say this, but be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. I don't know if you guys have heard of Warren Buffett, and I know he's not a Bitcoin fan. Feel free to comment and argue with me on that, but there's some freaking truth to what he's saying. You know, everybody wants to get rich. Of course, I understand. But if you start with protecting your money in the first place, you get into all kinds of realms. And then you start to see what is going on with your money. And then you can build wealth. When you hear about all these people, they have their plans. Mike Tyson. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. So as long as you learn from your mistakes, I think, well, maybe if everybody got a motorcycle, it would solve all the world's problems. If you can imagine Joe Biden on a motorcycle, yay! I think instantly forget about wasteful spending. Oh my gosh. But anyways, feel free to comment, like the video, subscribe if you can. It's just a click of a button. Tell me how you be cool. It can get so scary. I know it sounds ridiculous. Just be cool, man. Just be cool. But really, you just can't let this stuff get to you. And how you do prevent frustration, fear, is, in my opinion, education. And it's free. It's out there. It's free. I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to study what somebody else tells me to study. But thank God for YouTube. Would love to hear your comments if you have any suggestions. But if you want change, you can actually make it happen. It's not as hard as you think. And don't trust anybody. How about that? If you don't trust anybody and what they're telling you, then you'll question it automatically. That's what I do. Trust isn't a bad word either. It's like, oh, I don't trust you. Give me a break. If you don't trust me, fine. I'm not offended. I'm not trying to change your world. I got my own problems, but yeah, don't get offended. You don't have to trust anybody. You can always doubt. But when you don't do anything about that doubt and nothing changes, then you're just going to sit in your own little sad bubble. And then, man, I get it too. I get in my sad bubbles, especially when it looks like this outside. But love you guys. Ride safe. And I'll see you next week. Bye.